It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. And the video we have here today is a video of Myron Gaines. He visited a local college campus and gave them talking points. Now, he ran into a few feminists here. Now, for those might in my comment section might think I don't like Myron Gaines, I actually like the guy, actually. And that was disclaimer when I made a video. Now, I might not agree on all points involving the FBAs or the Israel stuff, but that's my personal opinion, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the females and the concept of feminism and how he breaks down sexual relationships and all this stuff, I agree completely with him. Like, I'm there like 98% of the time with him because it makes sense. And I'm glad he does it because he's the person that we need to lead the way, because if not, the world's gonna flip upside down, I guarantee you. So I'm gonna give Myron Gaines his flowers for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean no disrespect to the brother, man. At the end of the day, you can agree to disagree on certain things, but for this conversation, I completely agree with the guy. Let's go.
I haven't been here the whole time, so I apologize
Sure.
if this question's been asked before.
Sure.
When you say women deserve less, is that from you or the majority of men, from the world?
I think men need to stop simping on women. I think it's a problem. So when I say women deserve less, what I mean by that is guys need to kind of go into a relationship and make women earn their validation and resources and everything else that comes with being in a relationship.
So I'm confused how women needing to show their worth equals them deserving less.
Well, the thing is that a lot of women are very entitled and they think, oh, I'm just here. You know, I want you to do X, Y, Z. And I need guys to basically understand their value and make women earn that validation, because the problem is, thanks to social media and dating apps and everything else, women have an abundance of options. And if you're just another sucker that's going to be a nice guy and spend your time, resource, energy on her, you're not going to differentiate yourself. So guys need to kind of go into relationships with a little bit more self-respect and give them less, especially up front.
Okay, so the statement
Perfectly
women
explained.
deserves less is to encourage men to make women believe they also deserve less?
Well, I think it's instilling a relationship dynamic where the woman needs to work to get his validation. She's just not going to get it for just existing and having a...
So they still deserve good things, but only if they are good themselves.
They got to earn it, yep.
Okay.
That's what it comes down
Good
to. I'm
shit.
all for men treating women nice and, you know, obviously paying for dates, taking them out, committing to them. I'm all for that, but I think that most women simply don't qualify for that because a lot of women have bad habits. A lot of them are rude, obnoxious, masculine. These are things that guys should be looking out for to avoid.
So what qualities?
Like these women over here, for example.
So what qualities?
Like, that's not ladylike behavior to, like, just yell and heckle on the left-hand side.
And I'm gonna be honest, I agree with that. At the end of the day, too, and this has been going on a lot. Women are now they're doing manly things. You'll look at them and think that is the guy doing it, or somebody that is a guy might be telling them to do it. But at the end of the day, a lot of women are very masculine now. They're speaking out of turn. The guys are being more polite than the women. They're showing more respect. The women, they're like unhinged. Basically, you can't control us. I don't want to be controlled. I can do whatever I want. I can say what I want. I can hit people if I feel like it. I can lay my hands up, on the whole nine. And like he's saying, he's not yelling at this girl, and I'm glad that she's not yelling at him either. Like the other people that he was talking to, they're actually having a genuine conversation. And you got the hecklers on the side because they don't have self-control. At the same time, they're not even listening. So they don't have self-control, and that's the reason why feminism is really a problem, because they feel like they should do that, and that they lost respect. And they've been taught that way since birth. Oh, we're equal, or she's like, well, they're not equal technically, because you're going to use your vajayjay to get to the objective that you want, while the men still has to work. The woman's standards are set to the top when she has nothing to give in the relationship other than the box, while the men have to qualify versus other men. So I think that's what he's explaining in this conversation.
So what qualities in a woman would make her deserve what you would consider?
Well, I think that's
Good
dependent
man.
upon the man. I think, depending on where the guy is and what he's looking for, I think a woman's job is kind of to adhere to his program and get on what he needs done. Because every guy is
Facts.
different, right? On what preferences they have, maybe with the way that she looks versus what she provides to him. But I think that's based on the guy, and it's the woman's job to figure that out.
But do you believe that you should choose your partner as they come, not to change them?
I'm sorry?
Do you believe that you should choose your partner as they come, not to change them?
No, actually, I think you do need to change them to a degree. I think a part of, and the reason why is because, so we live in this gynocentric society that's wired women to think a certain way that doesn't adhere to a good relationship dynamic, right? They're taught, pursue a career,
Right.
have sex with as many men as you want, be
Right.
sexually liberated, behave like a man, be masculine, be obnoxious, challenge him. These are things that men are not attracted to, but most men are not honest with what they actually are attracted to
Right.
because they get a lot of hate, as you guys can see right now, right? I'm saying these things that a lot of men think, but, this is quite a bit of heckling here.
And don't forget to add, Myron Gaines, that the box is the risk. Since men don't get boxes frequently, they got to confine to what these women are saying. They got to also be like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to what she's saying. She going to nag me. As long as I get the box maybe once every month, I should be okay. I'll take her nagging, which allows her to keep doing what she's doing. And then she holds the box from ransom. So then the guys don't complain. And of course, these are the things that guys want to say, but they can't say because then it'll cost them the box. So if I want to speak what's on my mind, I have to expect that I'm going to get less box because these women are not going to like what I'm saying because it goes against their agenda. But it's the truth, and they know it's the truth, but it prevents me from getting box. And if I don't want to beat the bun, then I got to just lie to them or confound to what they're doing. So if they're a-hole, boss babe, feministic boss, you know what I'm saying? They want to do whatever they want to do. I have to almost allow them to do that just so I can get me a little box every now and then. And it's still rare because she still don't want to give it to you because she's using that as her way to get her way. So, well, this is what I have to offer to you, the box, because I can't give you nothing else. So you're going to have to listen to me nag at you, curse your name, point in your face, call you out your name, which I wouldn't do to a person that I value. But I'm going to do it to you because that's what you want something from me and I want power. Basically, it's everything's being switched. The guys are just like, whatever, I want some box, so I'm just going to let you talk to me how you want to so I can get it later or eventually I'm going to do what you say so because you need to feel a type of way to let me hit.
There's a reason why men don't speak up about this because if they speak up about it, they're going to be labeled a misogynist, a sexist, an asshole.
Yep.
And a lot of guys think the way that I do, but they never actually express it out verbally.
Facts.
So,
I
yeah.
feel like a better strategy for supporting men to have better standards would be to ask, like, I don't know, not say women deserve less, but give them qualities to look out for.
But you're going to inevitably have to give them less to find those qualities, is my point.
I thought you said, like,
In the
order
vetting phase,
for-
in the vetting phase, when you're first seeing her, you're going to have to give her less to be able to,
Say the woman shows
her.
up with all these qualities. Say she shows up with feminism and quietness and a pursuit of.
Well, if she showed with all them qualities, I probably won't even have to do too much, right? Then she gets exactly what she wants out of the situation, a ring. She gets the loyalty, she gets the respect, and she gets the guy that is worthy of that, of herself because she already has she's already feminine. She's already there. She listens to my orders pretty much. She does she confines to my order and she tells me what, and I tell her what needs to be done so we can have a successful family. So and Myron might give this answer. This is what I think. If she's listening to what I'm saying, she's feminine, she cooks, she cleans, she does what she needs to do, she's going to be the woman that actually gets to stay at home as a stay-at-home mother and raise her kids and live her life how she's supposed to because she's earned it. But for the women that like to fight against that notion, like, okay, now you're going to work, you're going to do what you want to do, and I'm just going to, you might end up a single parent at the end of the day with multiple bodies. Then you're going to go out and blame men for them leaving you when you never even became feminine in that concept. So let's see what Myron says.
And societally feminine qualities. Like, if she already comes with all these great qualities, does that mean
so you mean
she
she's not a
wouldn't deserve
feminist?
less?
So you mean she's not a feminist?
She can be a feminist, but also just adhere to more societally feminine roles.
Well, the problem with that is that if she's a feminist, that inherently means that she thinks she's equal to the man, and that's problematic.
Very.
I would say that's not quite the definite. Well, honestly, feminism.
Well, let me
is
ask you this.
Pretty equal to
Would it be
men.
fair to say that women want a man that's taller than them?
Societally, like, masculine
Yeah.
standards?
Like
I would
taller-
say if they're societally feminine.
No. Yeah, okay.
So
would it be fair to say that women want a guy that makes more money than they do?
if they're societally traditional,
In general, yeah. Would it be fair to say that a woman wants a guy that's stronger than her, that could protect her?
if she's also traditional in
So
beliefs.
only traditional women out
So
there.
the reality is that women are looking for a superior. They're not looking for an inferior.
Right.
And even the women that are the staunchest of feminists still want a man that's going to make more money than them, still be more competent than them. As a matter of fact, the more of a feminist she is and the more money she makes and the more status she has, the higher her demands actually go.
Right.
So You know, women will sit there and say, "Oh, I want an equal partner," but when you look at her partner, a lot of times he's actually superior to her.
Right.
So you're saying in order for a woman to deserve something, she must just have these traditional qualities, and the man must also have these traditional qualities?
Well, here's the thing. You know, every man is different and looks for certain things. I think the thing is that he's got to kind of come in and understand this is how a lot of modern women are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if she has certain bad habits, you're going to have to deprogram that out and
Immediately.
just go from there. Or some girls
Immediately.
might not even be worth it. You know, she has to obviously have potential. But
Right.
if she doesn't have potential, then don't waste your time.
Don't even do it. Let her
So
be for the
a
streets.
man, even if he's not these traditional masculine qualities, should still pursue a woman with all these traditional feminine qualities in order to fulfill his ego?
No, I think men need to rise to the occasion. If you want a submissive, traditional female, you need to be the dominant, assertive male, and you adhere to your duties. You can't demand a feminine woman while being a feminine man. It doesn't make sense.
So should I say men deserve less in order to encourage women to find men with less qualities in order to find a partner they're hoping to change?
Well, no, it's the reason why the women deserve less is because we have a simp problem. We have
Right.
guys that are over here giving women a lot of attention and resources simply for the fact that they have a vagina. That's
That's the biggest part of it. Imagine this. If the woman didn't have a vagina and she said you're not getting it and she couldn't even give it to you. Bro, I guarantee you the guy's gonna be like, all right, bet. If you can't give me no vagina, bro, this is a dub. This shit is over. It's game over for real. Cause I might as well start focus on getting the money and doing my own thing if you can't give me no sex. If sex off the table, then bro, what am I doing this for? Because you got guys in the woodwork there sit in the background for like, why you think guys are so nervous when your girl might have a guy friend? Because guys sitting in the woodwork chilling for like 15, 20 years just to hit once. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there like, okay. She gonna friends on me just for the pussy. I'm gonna simp for like 20 years. And then when she let me hit, I'm gonna hit. But that's the problem. You know, we got, as guys, we have to stop doing that. It's not worth it. You got to understand the risk first that comes with you. Impregnated, you're going to be in a world of trouble. And definitely since you did it, then you know she has more leniency over you. If you're married her, you're in a world of trouble because of the court system. Either way you cut it, you lose. All because you wanted to get a little one-off. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, that shit ain't going to be worth nothing after it's done. See, what men need, they need post-nut, they need pre-nut clarity. Before you even bust, you need to know that, oh, you know what? She ain't even worth my bust. So I'm just going to go around and do my thing and focus on me.
problem. It's on the male side. With women, you guys kind of already have your pick of the litter, so I have to teach men this stuff, not necessarily women.
I see. So women are good at having good standards and men are not, and that's why we say women deserves less?
Well, typically men take whatever they can get. Women wait out for the best option that they can get.
Right.
Men take, women want the best they can get. Men can take whatever they can get. So I'm trying to get guys to understand their value and only wife out women that are worthy, because a lot aren't.
Ooh, good one.
So in order for a man to find a woman that's worthy, we have to convince all the women that they're not worthy.
No,
Right.
the girl that he's dating, she needs to prove herself.
Yes, so
gotta put
inherently
her through her
believe that
paces.
she is not worthy on her own and must prove herself. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Just like the man must
Yeah.
prove himself to become attractive in the first place.
Facts.
I mean, I think both sides of the relationship need to prove themselves.
But here's the difference. We don't tell that enough to women. That's the issue.
I think it's
Right.
because a
We
lot
tell
of
women that they're perfect just the way that they are, and that's a lie. We
I
tell
think-
men all the time, you need to rise to the occasion. We got standards on men, but we don't put standards on women. No matter how rude, crass, obnoxious they are, how fat they are, we don't give them any standards.
And that's the reason why we don't give her no standards, because we're highlighting, we're putting them on a pedestal. We're so blinded by beauty. When we see beauty, we're willing to give her everything she wants just to have access temporarily, even if they don't give us sex. They can just show us a little attention, talk to us, and we're willing to buy them dinner, pay for their feet pics, pay for just to be seen with them. That's why they have that entitlement feeling that they have. And that's I understand it. You know what I mean? If I'm surrounded by a bunch of bad bitches, I understand if a girl want to approach me, she gonna have to come to the table because I'm surrounded by bad bitches. If you want to even get into this little section, you gonna have to do way more. Probably way more than these bitches had to do, because I'm already surrounded by them and they willing to do anything. Suck my toes, all that, you hear me? Suck my shit from the, man, do everything, you hear me? So if I was a woman, I guess I'd behave in the same way, but then again, I'm not a woman, and I understand that if if you have that privilege, see, they're using the privilege, they're not using it correctly to get a man. Instead, they're using it to actually source to get the worldly experiences of multiple individuals. And only that, they're trying to take control of the situation. You see, that's the problem with this world now. See, the women are using their sexuality to get what they want, which is okay, you can get it, but they're not using it to get the ring. They're using it to just sleep around with multiple men to have an experience. You see, they're supposed to be heavenly. They're supposed to not do that type of stuff, but they do it anyway because, you know what I mean, men are simping over these women. We don't care that, you know, we're giving them money. We don't care that they can get $5. We give them $10 on OnlyFans. The reason why OnlyFans payout is way more than the NBA altogether. Because men are simping. They're sexless, so then they're paying women for pictures that they can go online and just see for free. We got to stop the simping, bro. Once the simping stops, everything else stops, bro. Then women starts to behave correctly. If you stop showing the attention, they start to do like, man, the whole shit isn't respected. So since the whole shit isn't respected anymore, I think it's best for me to just try to be on some housewife shit, to be conservative with my body, save myself. And then once we all stop trying to fuck on the bitches, then eventually they don't want to be bitches no more. They don't want to be hoes no more. They want to be a woman that wants to be in the house with their man and stay up under their man and actually do as they saying so they can chill out. Instead, what's happening is feminism saying, oh, we're equal to you. We can do what you can do. But no, what we do isn't the same as what you can do because you're valued based on that. We are valued based on performance. We have to work. I have to get up on this YouTube, even if it doesn't pay, and work. Girls can just stay in their phone all day, show a picture of their feet, and get the same amount of profit from my YouTube channel, if not more, by doing nothing. So that's what Myron is saying in this video, man.
Like that's mainly because women in society.
We don't tell men love your curves. We tell women that. You know, we don't tell women to do the right thing. We tell do what's right for you. We tell men do the right thing. Women do what's right for you. So we don't really have societal boundaries on females. And if a man does express societal boundaries,
who's guiding the societal statements? It's men. It's men not supporting men.
Well, that's why I'm here. Tell them the truth.
So let's exclude women and focus on men supporting men.
That's what I'm doing. But for them to understand this stuff, I have to talk about, obviously, this obstacle that's in the way that messes a lot of them up. Because they might go ahead and make money, become successful, but they can't figure out women.
Right.
Well, I think a lot of times they can find success without women, and it might even be a faster route.
Success in what regard, though? If they want to have a family, they're going to need a female.
I feel like they should find success before finding the female.
I agree with you on that.
Right.
And then they'll find a female that's also successful.
No.
Well, I mean, every guy's different, but men typically don't care about a woman's success.
At all.
Okay, but successful for you would mean a traditional feminine trait.
Yeah.
So if he
But it
has
seemed to
this-
me like you meant to end the way where like academic achievement or monetary because you come.
No,
okay.
well, yeah, I'm sorry. I just meant considering
Men typically don't
your
care about a
version of
woman's
a woman's success is
calculates.
that.
In general, typically most guys don't care about a woman's ability to create resources.
No.
I mean,
Men don't care
traditionally
about
in society.
I mean, in general, like guys don't care
Right.
about how much money a woman makes or her career.
I would
At
argue
all.
that's more of a society evolutionary thing than biological, but
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense. So, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments section about this whole situation. See, feminism is going to be the downfall of our country if we allow it to keep going on. All I'm saying in this conversation is that we got to understand what's going on. Men have to work 100 times harder than the women in the same aspect because we don't get our shit for free. We have to work for what we get. And that's what we're supposed to do. At the end of the day, we're supposed to work. We're supposed to hustle. We're supposed to do this. We're supposed to make women feel like they're in the feminine. But when women are using their sexuality against us, and then we're sipping over it, and we're still not getting what we want in return, and they're still getting everything. They're getting the money, the house, the kids, the marriage, and the men are barely getting sex. It's a funny thing that men are actually getting less sex in marriages than they are not when they wanted the marriage in the first place. See, that's the thing is you got to have shit in order immediately. This is what it is. This is how it's going to be. If you don't like it, go find somebody else. I'll find somebody else that's going to confine to what I need them to do. It's simple as that, right? So when it comes down to the feministic ideology, the problem is women think they're equal to men, and they're not equal to men because men have different struggles and different prospects to get the same thing. If I wanted sex from this woman, I have to have resources. But if women wanted sex from me, she don't need resources. She just need what she already possesses, what she was born with, her vagina. And that's it. So at the end of the day, we need to understand that. Feminism is going to be the downfall of the woman. And it's also going to be the downfall of the men, because the men are going to keep simping, because the women are, they're strong arming the men, basically. They're over masculating the men, and the men are like, okay, well, I guess so. And that's why you have so many liberal men in here. I'm in the city of Chicago, so I already know there's hella liberal men out here, where their wives are controlling the situation, not giving them what they want, taking control, going out what they want to do. They doing their own shit. They don't even care, because they already got the bag. They got the kids. They got the ring. No longer now they're taking control of the situation. No, I got the money, the cars, and the ring. I can do what I want. No, you're married. I'm the man. I take control of the situation. For those men out there, you need to leave these women if they're onto that type of situation. If they want to do that, y'all need to leave them. You're going to confine to my masculine, or you got to go. I'm going to find a woman that's going to confine to that. Plus, I'm going to hustle and make sure I get my own stuff. Like Myron said, if you're not on your things, you really can't command her to do things. You really shouldn't even be with her, because you can't even provide. So this is really for the men that can provide and actually do good in life. For the woman not to be a feminist. If you can't provide, then your woman's more likely to be a feminist, and she's going to take control of the situation. So you can't be mad if she's yelling at you, calling you out your name, using sex against you, cheat on you, bro. That's just what's going to happen if you don't have a frame. Masculine frame plus the money, the body. So you have to work on your body. Girls don't have to work on their body like that for it to be attractive. Guys do. Girls don't have to make money to be attractive. Guys do. You know what I'm saying? So it's all that. So for those that don't understand that, make sure y'all have a comment in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think about this debate. Was it logical? Was it illogical? If you're a feminist, tell me what you think in the comment section. Give a debate. I have my crew in the comment section debate you. If you want me to debate, I can debate. I'm a good debater. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Peace.